Hello, my beautiful friends. Gabe Elguera here from drumbeatsonline.com, a website that helps you achieve your drumming dream. It's a new tagline. Today, I am going to be sharing with you my top 10 favorite rock cymbals from Meinl. And I know what you're thinking. This guy's just endorsed by Meinl. He doesn't even want to include any other cymbals from any other companies on this list. Well, to prove you wrong, let me show you how awesome this Zildjian ride is. So as we jump into this list, I just wanted to preface, these are all based on my own personal opinions. Obviously, I have my own preferences, like I tend to like thinner cymbals, and I'm really just trying to stick to like generic rock music. This isn't as much of like really heavy or like metal rock music, because I would probably include a lot of other cymbals on that list. So with that said, let's start off with number 1, the 15-inch BYZANCE traditional medium hi-hats. These hi-hats are super meaty, super beefy. They have a lot of body, they have a lot of stick definition, and they're relatively lower in pitch, which I really like. These things are also crazy durable. I've been touring with these for the past year and a half with I Prevail, and I beat these things up. And I haven't had to replace them at all. I've had the same pair the entire time. So I think these are perfect for rock music, and they're also just really versatile in general. Let's check them out together. For number 2 on the list, we have another pair of hi-hats, and that is the Meinl Pure Alloy medium hi-hats. These things are insanely crisp. These have the most stick definition I've maybe ever heard out of any hi-hat pair. What's so cool about them is that normally when hi-hats are super defined and have a lot of stick definition, they're super heavy. But these ones aren't. These hats are super smooth and super contained and just have so much life in them. Overall, they are definitely on the brighter side, so they can cut through any mix, and I feel like they're gonna give you a great versatile sound as well. So let's check them out together. All right, for number 3, we are getting a little bit bigger with 18-inch BYZANCE traditional thin crash. I feel like this is a perfect sampled crash sound. This crash explodes as soon as you hit it, and it really cuts through the mix, but it's not ear-piercingly bright. For pitch, I would say it's on like the medium to slightly brighter side, but it still has like darker undertones to it. It's a very unique and versatile cymbal in that way. And again, like its title says, it is very thin, which I love. I feel like thinner crashes just gives you a smoother sound. So let's check out the 18-inch BYZANCE traditional thin crash. Number 4, we've got the 19-inch BYZANCE traditional medium thin crash, and holy crap, this guy's amazing. I just got this one relatively recently, and the pitch is super low. It's a medium to thin cymbal, like it says, so it is really smooth, but man, it has so much body to it. This thing is just beautiful. You could use it as a left side crash, as a right side crash. I feel like it has enough attack to cut through the mix if you want to use it on your left side, but it also has enough body if you want it as your main crash on your right side. Let's check out the 19-inch medium thin crash. Number 5 is the 20-inch pure alloy medium crash. Talk about a cymbal that shimmers. This thing under microphones just sounds beautiful. It cuts through the mix, it is super bright, and honestly, this is one of the heaviest crash cymbals that I've ever had, and that's not saying a lot because I always play thinner cymbals, but this crash cymbal is definitely on the heavier side to me, which I think gives it a lot of body and a lot of volume. This one sounds smooth, it has the body, it has the shimmer, it has the cut, and I feel like this is a perfect rock crash. So let's check out the pure alloy 20-inch medium crash. For number 6, we've got another cymbal that I use all the time with High Prevail, and that is the 20-inch BYZANCE traditional medium crash. From those of you viewers from way back, you would know that this was my first Meinl cymbal that I ever owned, and it's just a super solid crash. All around, I just feel like it has so much. It's on the medium to lower end of pitch, which I really like. It's got a lot of body, and it's also a very contained cymbal. So many 20-inch crashes just go on forever, and this one doesn't, but it still has enough life to get the job done and to make songs sound super huge. And for thickness, I do feel like it's right in the middle. It is truly a medium crash cymbal. So let's check this one out behind the kit. For number 7, I'm gonna share with you my favorite cymbal on this entire list, and that is the 21-inch BYZANCE traditional polyphonic ride. Look at this thing. It's awesome. This ride has some of my favorite characteristics of all time. And the first thing that is that it is the most crashable ride that I have ever owned. Not only for me, but for rock music, I feel like that is so important. And it's really unique in the way that it crashes, but it also has a really defined bell. So you can get a ton of different sounds out of this cymbal. I definitely feel like this is actually on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of pitch, and this cymbal is incredibly thin. I think it's an amazingly versatile cymbal and perfect for rock music. So let's check out the polyphonic ride. Coming in at number 8 on this list, and the second ride cymbal, is the 22-inch pure alloy medium crash. Now this cymbal is incredibly bright and it cuts through the mix. It's got an insane amount of stick definition. The bell is beautiful, but I picked the crash version because, like I said, I want to crash my rides, especially in rock music. So many rides don't have the ability to crash, including the pure alloy ones. I can't crash on those because they're just too thick. But because of how thick this crash cymbal is, I feel like it actually fits much better as a ride. So let's hear how this 22-inch pure alloy crash sounds as a ride. Number 9 on the list is the BYZANCE Brilliant 18-inch China cymbal. This is a China that I think is really smooth. It doesn't have too much bite to it, which can be nice if you don't want something that's too intense. But at the same time, it's incredibly bright, so it is gonna cut through any mix. This China is also on the thinner side and is just a great all-around 18-inch China. So let's hear how it sounds behind the kit. And last but not least is probably my favorite China on the list, and that is the 20-inch BYZANCE Traditional China. This China has some meat to it, and it's got some bite to it. These are two things that I just love about Chinas, especially in rock music. This China is on the thinner side, so I feel that is very smooth, but holy crap, does it have a ton of body, which is perfect for elevating that next section of your song in rock music in general. This China has more of a medium to low pitch because of the finish and the size. So let's hear how this one sounds behind the kit. If you guys are super into cymbals and just gear in general, I think you would love the Drum and Cymbals Buyer's Guide course that you can find on the DBO memberships. That's just one of the courses that you get access to, as well as hundreds of other drum lessons when you become a member. So if you're interested in that, click on the link right up here to become a member and join the DBO family. So which one of these cymbals were your favorite? Or did I leave some out? Let me know in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.